He's coming. Merrily, 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 life is but a
He's a crocodile.
Oh no!
Let's go faster! Hurry, hurry, hurry! Okay, Ooh, he's way back.
Sunday, what is it, like 2:30? Oh, it's almost 3 o'clock. And we are gonna go to the park, or we're headed to the park, and enjoy some pretty nice weather for today. Oh, Daddy almost missed the turn. Thought it was further on. And there's a skate park over here, so we're gonna see. Dominic really loves the skateboard, and never know, maybe I'll give it a shot too. Okay, come over here. You're in the way. Come back. Come over here, please.
You skate, Daddy.
Follow every dream when clouds appear.
Special bulletin.
The biggest and boldest robbery in the history of New York.
The blue one sucks. The blue one sucks. Yes, it does. The blue one sucks. The red one's better. Recording. Well, Casey gets Dominic situated, but I was on timing. She said, "Hey, how about I film while you cook, and you can talk about what you're making." I said, "Awesome." I was already started, but we can still talk about what I'm doing. So what I got in here, this red stuff over here, this is buffalo meat, ground buffalo, ground bison, yes. And then this is bacon sausage, basically. So it's like tube sausage. In fact, I'll show you. Whenever it's on sale, I pick it up. Dominic loves it, so I buy bunches of it. It's just a pork and bacon pork sausage. But ground buffalo is really good for you. But it's not very fatty. And so we're using it for, by the way, I'm making a lasagna tonight. And so adding the sausage in for the ground meat is going to add that fat to what I'm making. So browning this, and then I'm going to give the camera to Casey, and she's going to record for me because I'm kind of excited to have a cameraman today. Camera woman.
Camera person.
I didn't mean to be sexist.
Whatever.
Hi everyone. Welcome to Dan's Cooking Show. You can tell that I cook good food by the size of my belly. I like to chop it up really, really small. So as it cooks, it gets easier to chop into smaller and smaller pieces. This is for lasagna, so it'll spread easier. You end up with big chunks. You end up with like one big chunk in your mouth. You want it like spread throughout.
Okay, so then we got this yummy stuff right over here.
Yeah, it's 2 eggs and some ricotta and some mozzarella. Some I was actually out of oregano, but I had Mexican oregano, so I added Mexican oregano, basil, and garlic. And so we'll layer that in there with this lasagna. And then I made the noodles already, which are over here. I've already cooled them down, so they're half cooked. And then I'll add them, lay them in, and then when they're in the oven, they will, soften up all the way. They'll cook the rest of the way. Anyway, we're cheating tonight. $1.09 a can. Come on, $1.09 a can. I'm not gonna make a tomato sauce. Yes, I know. Maybe some of you, it's so easy to do. It's $1.09 a can. Just, you know, you pour a little. It's already done for you. Come on.
And in case anyone doubted whether Dan likes Star Wars or not, these two are his main coffee mugs. They're huge. These are like
it's not
enormous.
It's not just that they're Star Wars. They're so big.
They're
I don't
enormous.
have to keep coming back to the coffee
This holds
pot.
like a half a pot of coffee. Yeah, see?
Well,
And this,
coffee stain.
show him this.
You show them that.
Well, I don't know what this is. You
It's
apparently
measuring
measure
cup.
food with it.
Yeah.
You know.
See,
Each has its own.
Right, and then these are little like measuring spoons.
Oh, well, isn't that cute? Mom gave that to you, right?
Yeah, I don't actually use it for cooking,
He likes it too
but
much.
it's great to have.
And it all fits together just like that.
Well, I wouldn't want R2D to be missing a head because I needed a 1/3 cup of something.
Is there a difference between bison and buffalo?
Well, actually, it turns out that the buffalo is not a creature from the Americas. The buffalo is of the African plains. The bison,
Buffalo didn't come from Kansas.
it's not a buffalo. Even though, you know,
We have buffalo everywhere though. Like,
but they're not buffalo. We call them buffalo, but they're bison.
oh,
They're not actually buffalo.
how many people actually know that?
Quite a few, but
Really?
but not everybody, obviously. What I would compare it to is the fact that we call them buffalo would be like we call Native Americans Indians. It's
They're
like,
Native Americans.
yeah, well, but it's like that Louis C.K. bit, how we just came over here, and they're like, so you guys are the Indians, right? And they're like, no, we're not Indians, we're from here, we're Native Americans. Ah, you're Indians. And for 200 plus years, they've been Indians.
What is this? What is this? What does this do?
It's a whisk. But I got it out to use for the ricotta and eggs, but
Oh, I thought
I
you like
didn't use
stirred
it.
your martini with it or something.
no, that's a really good idea for that, though.
So strange.
I know. It's not really good with thick stuff. So I got it out to use, and then I realized that the ricotta was going to be too thick for it. So it hasn't been used. It's clean.
Oh,
it doesn't need to go in there. Drop it away. Oh yeah, and then the noodles that we're using is actually gluten-free noodles.
Me.
So Casey can have this. Okay, so I'm going to start putting all this lasagna together. In the meantime, I have to get this pan going with some eggs because I promised Casey I was going to make her some hard-boiled eggs for the week. So the Costco eggs, you used to be able to get, this is 18 eggs, oh, this is 24 eggs, but you used to be able to get 36 eggs for about $3. Now at Costco you can only get 24 eggs for $3.63.
No, the egg industry's making some money.
Well, they went cage-free, so I just imagine chickens running in the fields with their frocks running and blowing in the wind. There's cage-free chickens.
They're so happy. They're happy eggs. Nobody ever makes them do anything. They just lay them naturally on their own out in a field, and some poor farmer has to go out and pick them up.
Yeah, somebody goes and picks them up. I'm sure that's what cage-free means. Some farmer out there roaming.
Well, that's why they're charging more, you know? He has to
Roaming
haul
the
his butt
field.
out there and
Roaming.
like bend over 24 times to pick up the eggs.
No, it's not.
Oh, fine. It's probably a female then. His wife is going out and doing all the work.
That's not what it means. It's real funny though. Mabel, you seen the eggs out there?
Get your hiney out there.
I sure ain't found one yet. Oh, here's one. That's one. That is not how it
Costco's
goes.
gonna have to raise their prices. Meanwhile, let's go see what Hudson Ann is doing. Hi, sis. Are you enjoying your time with your toy? Yeah? And you're watching Little Einstein? Mm-hmm. That's so fun. Alright, did you have fun at the park today when we went? That's pretty cool, wasn't it? You got to watch all those skateboarders. Can you push the button? Can you push the button for me? Good working. Do it again. Good working.
I want to hear your music, honey. Let me hear
Play
it.
the music. Daddy really wants to hear
Let me that
it.
music.
Play it.
Can you play it? Push the red one. Let me hear that red one, kiddo.
Play it for us. It's the orchestra. That would be so nice to hear.
All right, spread it around so nothing sticks. I know this is a cheat recipe, but a lot of my recipes are cheat recipes. Because how do you live life trying to be a gourmet chef every day with all the extra prep? This is family cooking. I'm measuring, it's just that this is a better
Scooper
for getting it out of here. All right, spread some sauce around the bottom. Keeps the noodles from sticking along with that oil, plus it gets the noodles on the bottom all covered in the sauce. One. Boys, don't stick together too bad.
A little water.
2, 3. Then we're gonna come in here with our cheese and egg mixture. Just lay it in.
You know, there's something about cooking shows. Just watching something get finished. It's like watching those home designer shows. You just, in the middle, it's like, you know, enjoy it, but really just want to see and taste the finished product.
Yeah, that's why you don't cook. But there's a catharsis to cooking for me. It's like I have to multitask, but I don't have to think about the rest of the crap in my day. I can just get in and concentrate on making something yummy for us. So like I get where you're coming from, that it's not your cup of tea.
Well, hey, I love that it's your thing.
Well, I don't know how you like research finances and figure out.
That's fun. What are you talking about?
Right, exactly. This is fun for me.
Well, I love that it's your fun because I'm about to eat some of that.
So we're actually going to go meat on the lower level, and then I'm going to lay noodles in again. Or, well, we're going to actually pour some more sauce on this, and then I'm going to lay noodles in again. Then we're going to go cheese mixture with no meat, and then we're going to go meat on the top level also. Oh, and mozzarella cheese. We need, and also some black pepper sprinkled in here. I say don't use table salt when cooking. Table salt is for the table, to add some extra salt flavor to your individual plate. Use kosher salt. Just sprinkle it sparingly into your recipe. I don't have a device for it. I just go straight out of the box. And that wasn't very much, but it'll go a long way. But don't use table salt.
So what does that do?
Well, table salt adds a nice salt flavor. Or, I'm sorry, kosher salt adds a nice salty, like, bring the flavor up type of flavor. Table salt adds a salt flavor. So when you add it to your meal, it makes your meal salty. So if I used as much table salt as I just used kosher salt, it would be just very, very, very salty. By the way, this is not a healthy dish. This is a Sunday, I feel like eating something yummy.
Well, and here in Kansas, it's getting colder. And so this is a comfort meal.
Right?
Nice.
Yeah. And this is also because of the eggs, it's going to swell. So it looks like it's not touching the sides, but that's okay. The noodles and the eggs will cause it to swell. Add some more black pepper, then I'm going to add some
While you're doing that, I'm going to check on the eggs.
some garlic to this level. Now the eggs, they have about 1 more minute before I bring the heat down and cover them. What was I grabbing? Oh yeah, some Mexican oregano. Oh.
Really? Oh,
It's a different type of oregano.
interesting.
Yeah. It is, right?
It is. Like, Is it grown in Mexico?
Maybe it originated from there. I don't know. I don't know the history of it. Maybe Mario Batoli could tell you where it comes from.
Home, when you invited me over to your house, remember that you were living in Topeka on McVicker with Tom and Taylor?
Yeah.
And you said, I told you I didn't like pork chops because
Right.
I just didn't.
You were like, I
don't like pork chops. And
Like, you
said, oh my gosh, I'm going to make you these butterfly pork chops. And I'm like, whatever. You're not going to change my mind about the other white meat.
About the thing I've had a bunch of times that I don't like.
Yeah. I loved them. They were so good. It was just,
You were like,
neat.
I think I could fall for this guy.
I was. So I was like, what? You use your oven for more than storage?
I remember going to your house and you had like purses and stuff in your oven, non-cooking items. And you had like a $3,000 oven.
I did. I mean, you might as well have the best kind.
For what? For what it looks like?
Yeah, it's pretty.
Well, you did, when we moved in together, you did have some really good kitchen stuff.
Do you remember when we moved into this place?
It was like Christmas.
This entire wall right here was stacked floor to ceiling, and it was all labeled kitchen items, and most of it was from my house. No, when my family would give me presents, especially my immediate family, they would give me cooking things like blenders or cooking utensils or pots and pans, thinking that would make me want to cook, and especially my mom. And I just really never did. I just kept them in the boxes. A lot of it was like brand new, wasn't it? Like right out of the box, brand new with the receipt.
Like, oh my god, you have one of these?
Yeah. So we didn't really have a lot on our wedding registry for kitchen items because I had so much from before. Okay, what's next?
My drink. and then I'll finish the lasagna.
Hey babe, when we first met, what was the drink I ordered?
Gin and tonic. That was one of the most important reasons that I paid attention to you, besides the fact that you're beautiful. But she walks up to the bar, and I was used to girls that were so pretty. Say, what can I get for you? And they're going, I'm not really sure, or make me something really good that I would like, or, you know, some sort of, make me something very complicated. Do you have mojitos? I'm not sure. No. What can I get for you? And she says, I'll have a gin and tonic. Straight up, knew what she wanted. It wasn't just about the fact that it was a gin and tonic, it was that she just succinctly said, this is exactly what I want. It was a simple drink, and I said, this lady is not complicated. Little did I know.
And it was a good gin and tonic.
It was gin and tonic.
It was like gin with
Tonic.
a little tiny bit of tonic. What'd you do?
Okay, I may have stolen a bite of the meat, but so the last thing I like to do before it goes in the oven is hit it with a little bit of the...
What are you doing?
I know. It's a butter-flavored Crisco oil, but it's a little bit of oil over the top of this. And the reason I do that is not really for the flavor. It's the oil will help the cheese to brown on the top. So, and then I'll sprinkle a little more garlic over the top. And this baby is ready to go in the oven. And we're actually using my phone to record, but it's fine. Once I cut this, I'm actually going to set a timer with my phone for 35 minutes and check it then. If the top is brown, it's good to go. I've got the oven set at 350. I'll probably look at it after about 15 minutes just to see what the top's looking like, and I may bring it back down to 325.
Bonnie, what are you doing up there?
A sitting.
Who put you up there?
Daddy.
Why?
Why? I want to be up.
Okay, why do you want to be up there?
Why?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Why? It's not Daddy's.
Mm-hmm.
It's Daddy's toy.
Let me check this lasagna. Oh, look at that. It's browned up.
Bubbly.
Bubbly. Dominic, remember this is very hot. Do not touch, okay?
Gotta go sit.
All right. This is a moment of truth. See if there's any gooiness to it. There's a little, look. See the gooiness? There's one strand of gooey. One for you. One for me. And Dominic doesn't want lasagna. Right? What do you want, Dominic?
Chicken nugget dinosaurs and macaroni.
You're crazy. You want chicken nugget dinosaurs over lasagna?
I don't like lasagna.
You don't even know what you like yet. You're 4.
I love chicken nugget dinosaurs and
What if we didn't have chicken nugget dinosaurs? What would you eat?
Bananas.
dinosaurs.
Bananas.
Chicken nugget I love chicken nugget dinosaurs with macaroni and
All
cheese.
right, well, your chicken nugget dinosaurs are cooking, and your macaroni and cheese will be there in a minute. Would you like down from the counter while Mommy and Daddy eat their lasagna, or do you want to hang out on the counter? Okay.
Oh my goodness, this is so good.
Wait.
This is so sad.
Delicious.
Sad.
Best lasagna I've ever had.
Best ever?
I think so. It's gluten free.
Gluten-free?
Lasagna.
Best gluten free lasagna I've ever had.
Really hot.
Yeah.
Wait.
I don't like
Mm.
lasagna.
So good. So good.
Sorry, what are you doing back there?
Leave me alone. Just a little bit. Just a tiny, tiny little bit. Oh, I wish you guys could taste this.
That's our third helping.
Shut up. Nobody needs to know that. I'm 36. I need my calories.